Have you ever thought, I want to feel joyful again, but the days are full, the sleep is short, and joy feels like something that maybe happened before you had kids? If that's you, today I want to show you how joy is not something distant that you have to wait for. It's something that you can actually invite back with tiny, tangible movement. I remember one morning after I had my second child, the house was chaotic. I had maybe an hour of sleep. I slept for about an hour, and it was like broken sleep, so it wasn't even like a complete full hour. So I found myself just staring at a toy on the floor, and I just felt nothing. Like not happy, not sad, just completely flat. So in a way, I kind of felt guilty because I just thought that I should feel joy. So that afternoon on that same day, my oldest child, who was a toddler then, was just dancing. There was like no music. She was singing, "Oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O." So that's what she was doing to no music, and she just looked so joyful. So without really thinking much about it, I had a laundry basket in my hand. I just put it down, and I danced with her for 30 seconds because she was just like this, E-I-E-I-O. So I did that with her for just 30 seconds. And it was very tiny, goofy, silly, very imperfect. But as soon as I moved my body, something shifted. My shoulders were loosed, I was laughing, and the flatness that I was feeling, it lifted. So that little shield movement, it really cracked open something into my day, and joy was able to come back into my day. And what I realized then, it wasn't the big moment that I would imagine. It was actually something very small, and it was just movement. And that just reminds me that in order to experience joy, you have to make space for it physically first. And maybe you've been there too. You've been longing for joy, but you feel like maybe life has just drained it all away from you. And maybe right now you might be pregnant and navigating changes in the body, hormonal changes, and all of that, which may even leave you a little bit quieter than usual. Or maybe you might be postpartum right now and you're navigating the feeding, the diaper changes, the sleepless nights, and waking up overnight, and just plain exhaustion. I want to remind you that you are not failing. You are human. But the reality is, you actually do not need a perfect moment in order for you to feel joyful again. All you need is just a little peek, a very small invitation to let joy back in again. And doing that is very easy to do. Why? Because movement is one of the easiest and safest invitation to pretty much it's like writing joy into your day. It's very simple. And something that I want you to know is that joy is not only an emotion, it is actually an action. So when you move your body, it wakes the feel-good chemicals in your body. I am talking about endorphins, your feel-good, your happy hormones, those happy chemicals, which are going to help you to loosen any tension in the shoulder. You release physical tensions, and it helps to create extra space. When you make that space, you're making space for joy to enter in. You're making space to become joyful again. So instead of waiting for the perfect photo or maybe the ideal quote unquote well-rested morning, Practice moving towards joy. And I mean physically moving towards joy. And you just have to start small. And I'm talking about like 30 seconds of silly dance, like reach your arms up in the air, like laugh, like, because when you move, like movement actually invites feeling. So something that I want you to do with me, I want you to stand up. Come on, stand up, stand up, stand up. We are going to do a tiny practice, which is my tiny dance practice. And this is something that you can do anywhere. Do it in your kitchen, do it in the hallway, do it while your child is napping. Like, do that anywhere in your house, any place. And no dance skills are required. You do not need any rhythm or anything like that. So while you are moving with me, I just want you to stand up. I just want you to start moving side to side. Come on, move with me, side to side. No rhythm required, okay? And if you want, when you're doing the tiny dance, you can put on some music if you choose to, or you can think of like an upbeat song in your head. So keep moving side to side. And if you want, you can add a little shimmy. And you don't even have to do exactly what I am doing. I just want you to get up and move. This is the tiny dance session, okay? And you can move side to side, like this is your movement. There's like no routine, no choreography, whatever that may mean for you. Maybe you may choose to lift one arm up in the air, switch, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is your tiny dance. No dance skills required, just back and forth, back and forth. Just keep moving, keep moving. You don't even have to do that for a long time. Just give it a little dance. And I want you to smile, intentionally smile. Because you know what, when you smile, you know you can't even see your smile. Your smile is actually for other people, but when you smile, it makes you feel different. So right now, as you're dancing, let it be silly, let it be small, because just this little motion that you are doing right now, it actually opens up your brain to pleasure again. And when that happens, this is how you invite joy right back in. So keep moving with me, keep dancing. So I want you to think of the tiny dance as the doorway back into your day. And what can that look like? Maybe you went to run errands, right? And the moment you get home, before you unload your bag, your groceries, or whatever it is, take 30 seconds, do some dancing. It doesn't matter what that may look like. I don't care. Here, whatever. And you don't even need any music. You can just think of like an upbeat song in your head. Or maybe you're making lunch or dinner or whatever it is. Take 30 seconds to yourself, 60 seconds, whatever that may be. Do a little bit of tiny dance, okay? All right, so you can stop now. You can take a break or you can keep dancing, because if you find that, even like if you're like feeling flat after, say you had a rough night, you know, as moms, sometimes we can have rough nights with our babies waking up multiple times a night. So when you get up in the morning, like do some movement, like move side to side, sway your body, like whatever that is, move your body. Before you do anything else, move your body. Because when you move your body, these are like invitations that you are making for joy. It is telling your nervous system that the world actually has safe and joyful moments. And when you do that, your brain begins to start to expect those joyful moments. And one thing I want to highlight is that the thing that steals joy is the lie that joy has to be earned, or it has to be scheduled, or it has to be like photographic or anything. We may say things like, oh, I'll be joyful after I lose the weight, or after the weekend, or after my child is this age. Like we make all these conditional things. And when you make all these conditional things, it keeps you waiting, as if joy is something that you have to wait for. And many times we may even have the hidden pressure of just to like perform joy, like, okay, let me just smile for the camera. Let me just pretend that everything is okay. But even doing that, that actually steals the safety out of just those small, authentic moments. So when it comes to joy, joy is not something that you have to perform. It's not performative. Like, it is something that needs to be permitted. And movement actually gives you permission. So the next thing that I want you to do with me, I want you to anchor joy with a short practice. And this practice, what it does, it blends movement with gratitude. I call it the gratitude reach and root. And this is very simple movement. Great if you are pregnant, great if you are postpartum, or whatever stage of motherhood you are in. So I want you to stand up with me again if you sat down. So stand up with me. And I want you to have your feet firmly planted on the floor. With feet firmly planted on the floor, you have the option to place one hand over your belly and one hand over your chest. Or you can place both hands on your chest. And what you are going to do, you are going to take your hands up. You're going to inhale, take your hands up for 3. So you're going to inhale for 3, and you're going to pretend as if you are reaching for something that makes you smile. And on the exhale, you're going to place your hands back over your chest, or one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Okay? And as you are doing that, I want you to think of one small thing that you are thankful for. And that can be anything. Like, it could be because it's sunny today, or you know what? I had my favorite like latte or coffee, whatever it is that you drank, like whatever it is, think of something that you are grateful for, okay? So we're going to practice that. So we're going to inhale for 3 and reach, and exhale and bring it back down. So keep going. As you doing this, it really trains your brain to just notice goodness as you move your body. And it is a direct pathway to joy. So keep doing this with me. Reach for something that makes you smile. And exhale, hands to the chest, or one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Inhale, and as you're doing that, remember to think of one thing that you are grateful for. Reach for the thing that makes you smile. Think about what you are grateful for. Exhale, bring it back to you. I want you to remember, as you do this exercise, this gratitude reach and root, that joy is motion, and motion is joy. You don't have to wait for big reasons for you to smile. You can choose very small movements, just like we just practiced, that invite joy back into your day again and again and again. So if this video helped you, felt even it's just a tiny little shift, I want you to do the tiny dance right now. Take 30 seconds, whatever that tiny dance. So my tiness can look any different way. It's just about being silly with it. So write it in the comments. So write in the comment like one thing that you did today, like one thing that happened today that made you smile. Write it in the comment, because I read every single comment and I want to celebrate whatever it is with you. So if you are looking for motivation for day-to-day life that is powered by movement, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so that you know when I release a new video. Be sure to like this video and share this video with another mom and expecting mom. Also, if you are looking for motivation, support, and accountability in your fitness journey, join the Walking Moms Global Facebook group. You can join this group from anywhere around the world, because we have monthly fitness challenges for moms and expecting moms just like you. So you can click on the link in the description. So what I want you to walk away with today is move a little, laugh a little, smile, and let joy find its way back into you. My name is Sarnia Ogeden, pregnancy and postpartum fitness coach and your mom fitness motivator. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.